Haiti hit by several aftershocks after a deadly weekend earthquake. And in sport, Darren Bravo named in the West Indies T20 squad for the upcoming three-match tour of India. I'm Ricardo Roberts and this is Caribbean in 10 for Monday, October 8. I'll be back with the details after the break. Magnitude 4.2 rattled Haiti early today, less than 48 hours after a more powerful tremor killed at least 12 people and left 188 injured. The latest tremor occurred at 1:04 a.m. and was located 17 kilometers north of Turtle Island and 32 kilometers northwest of Port-de-Paix, where the bulk of the damage occurred from Saturday night's 5.9 magnitude quake. Turtle Island was also rocked by an earthquake with a magnitude of 5.2 yesterday. The epicenter of that aftershock was located 9.8 miles northwest of Port-de-Paix, where most of the deaths from the first quake occurred. Now officials say the quakes are aftershocks from Saturday's deadly tremor that has been felt across several parts of the French-speaking now country. The Directorate of Civil Protection says rescue teams are out across the country, especially in the northwest. Meanwhile, the United Nations says it is prepared to assist the country. In a statement, the UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres extended his condolences to the families of the victims and to the government of Haiti and said the United Nations stands ready to support Haiti in response efforts. Saturday night's quake was the strongest to hit Haiti since 2010, when the country was devastated by a 7.3 magnitude quake. Trinidad and Tobago's main opposition, United National Congress, has sought to distance itself from protest action being planned for today. This as Police Commissioner Gary Griffith issued a warning to people not to heed social media messages to block major roads and intersections, as they could be fined or imprisoned. Gary Griffith says police are prepared to enforce the laws of the land in the interest of maintaining law, order, peace and stability. We get more in this TTT Live report.
Citizens are reminded that blocking the nation's roadways and highways are illegal and contrary to the Motor Vehicles and Road Traffic Act, Chapter 4850, Regulation 38, Section 6, which states, "Every driver shall not negligently or willfully prevent, hinder or interrupt the free passage of any vehicle, person or animal, and shall not allow such motor vehicle and any trailer drawn thereby to stand in such road as to cause any unnecessary obstruction thereto." Motorists found to be in contravention of this law will face a fixed penalty fine of $600 and 3 demerit points. Any person who commits any of the following offenses to the obstruction, annoyance, or danger of any resident or passerby is liable for each offense to a fine of $200 or imprisonment for 1 month. The Commissioner of Police is also strongly warning persons against inciting actions aimed at destabilizing the nation, which would disrupt the peace. Citizens are being cautioned against communicating and publishing any statement with a seditious intention. The Sedition Act, Chapter 1104, Section 4(1)(c), states that a person is guilty of an offense who publishes, sells, offers for sale, or distributes any seditious publication.
Over in Jamaica now, the Director of Public Prosecutions is to determine whether charges will be brought against a police officer who has been questioned for allegedly delivering firearms to gunmen in St. Catherine, a parish in the southeast of the island. Police confirmed that the 52-year-old corporal had been detained since last Tuesday when he was arrested during an operation by members of the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Branch. Lawmen believe he is a member of the Umbrella Gang. They said when his vehicle was intercepted, they found an AK-47 rifle, a Taurus pistol, and more than 20 rounds of ammunition in his possession. They are working on the theory that the guns and ammunition were intended for the gang, whose members are in a feud with rival factions in the community. The police said a file had been compiled for submission to the DPP following the questioning of the officer in the presence of his lawyer yesterday. Stay with us, your Midday Sport is next.
Welcoming you to Carib Nation Television. Our guest today is Ken Professor Fillmore, legendary panelist from Trinidad and Tobago.
You know, I had this kind of nerdy look, you know, so thank God for contacts.
Right.
But when I got to the yard, you know, these guys looked at me, they said, you don't look like a pan man, you're a professor. And I hated the name. I hated the name Professor. And, you know, ironically, that name stuck with me from then.
As far back as when Julian Hunt was opposition leader, his pleas for the inmates within the confines of Her Majesty's prisons fell on deaf ears. He wrote to then Governor General Stanislaus James to grant permission to visit the prison. But then Superintendent Melcher got the call from Prime Minister John Compton denying Hunt entry. The SLP's dream for a new prison finally began to take shape during their first term in office.
Left-hander Darren Bravo is poised to make a return to West Indies colours for the first time in 2 years after being named in a revamped 15-man T20 squad for the 3-match tour of India starting next month. The 29-year-old is one of 8 changes to the Carlos Brathwaite-led squad, which went under to Bangladesh in a 3-match series in the Caribbean and United States in August. The touring party includes 5 debutants, with all exciting all-rounders Fabian Alleyne and Sherfane Rutherford, fast bowlers Obed McCoy and O'Shane Thomas, along with left-arm spinner Carey Pear, all being called up. T20 veteran Kieron Pollard makes his return to the squad for the first time in 15 months, while firebrand left-hander Shimron Hetmyer has been restored to the side after playing 2 matches on the tour of New Zealand last January. Leg spinner Samuel Badri, once the world's leading T20 bowler, has been dropped along with Andre Fletcher, Chadwick Walton, Marlon Samuels, Sheldon Cottrell and Kesrick Williams. However, Samuels will feature in the 15-man one-day side led by regular skipper Jason Holder, with C's Allen, Thomas and left-hander Chandra Paul Hemraj as the uncapped players getting the nod. Fast bowler Azari Joseph, pulled from the current Test tour of India due to fitness concerns, has been included in the 50-over squad subject to a fitness test, though he is currently playing for the Windies B in the ongoing Super 50 Cup. Meanwhile, injury has put Andre Russell out of the 50-over squad, though he has been included in the T20 side, while talismanic opener Chris Gayle is unavailable for the India tour. There is no place for batsman Jason Mohammed, once vice-captain of the side, or Kieran Powell, again, both featured against Bangladesh last July. The first one-day international starts on October 21st. That's Caribbean in 10. Good afternoon.